One of the greatest challenges that freelancers experience is figuring out how to deal with the ups and downs of freelancing. Sometimes our income fluctuates from month to month or even across different seasons. So, one of the things that you can do is track your sales goals as a quarterly goal rather than as a monthly goal, because things might average out over the course of that quarter. And then also set a general goal that you want to achieve during that quarter, or at least a minimum you'd like to see every single month when you're freelancing. One of the things I like to do is to set aside money from some of the busier seasons in freelancing, which that can be your spring. For me, that is also the fall, all the way up to sort of Thanksgiving period in time. And when you do that, then you can turn to that money and use it as a source of income during the slower season. So that's your December, your January, July and August can kind of be dead zones as well. So use that additional time to be able to take time off if you possibly can. I used to schedule my vacations from my business during times when I knew that it was going to be slow and there wasn't going to be as much business to get completed during that time. So that's another thing you can do with the ups and downs. I also recommend that every single freelancer have an emergency fund that is at least 1 month of expenses. This helps cover you not only during slow seasons, but during those times when you might suddenly lose a client or have to step back for medical reasons or whatever. It's just a good idea to have an emergency fund no matter what. So I strongly recommend you start working towards that, even if you can only sock away a little bit at a time. And once you hit that 1 month goal, then you can kind of scale it up to maybe something that's 2 or 3 months to help support you. Be prepared for the fluctuations of income as a freelancer. It happens. It's very normal. Of course, you want to get to a point where you're relatively consistent with your monthly income and earnings from freelancing, but it's not always possible to make that happen right away or even month to month. So don't beat yourself up about it. But when you have a really flush month, definitely set aside some extra into that emergency fund so that you are protected in case you have to pull from that for your business expenses or to pay yourself later in the year. And this is also a great reason why you need that business account and also your personal account, and great bookkeeping software so you can keep track of what is coming in. You can analyze your numbers. I worked at a day job for 13 months while I was freelancing on the side. And a big reason why I did that was to have a year's worth of numbers. I've been freelancing for 7 years now. Every year I see a slow season in August. I see no responses to emails or really no projects from about December 10th to 15th through maybe that first full week of January. Then things will pick up again as people get motivated with the new year to knock projects out and get things finally scheduled that they thought about over the holidays. So be prepared for it. Never stop marketing either. It helps when you always have some potentially warm leads in the pipeline as well. Remember, you can check out my website, betterbizacademy.com. I'm also the host of the Advanced Freelancing podcast, where I do deeper dives into these types of topics. So go ahead and check that out.